In the depths of a moonless night, when the air hangs heavy with the scent of decay and the whispers of forgotten souls, I, Edgar Allan Poe, find myself compelled to recount a tale most dreadful. It is a narrative that shall chill the very marrow of your bones, dear reader, for it speaks of horrors that lurk beyond the veil of our mundane existence. The footage flickers to life, a trembling window into a world of shadows and despair. Within the confines of a dimly lit ranger station, we bear witness to a search and rescue team, their faces etched with the weariness of 4 days' fruitless pursuit. The clock's merciless hands point accusingly to 3:17 a.m. this curse, November morn. Officer Grayson, a man whose eyes have seen too much, adjusts the camera with hands that betray his inner turmoil. His voice, barely above a whisper, carries the weight of unspeakable dread. 4 days have we sought the Meyer family, vanished as if swallowed by the very earth itself. Their vehicle stands abandoned at the trailhead, a cold and lifeless shell. No signs of struggle mar its surface, yet within, their loyal hound remains, its plaintive cries echoing the anguish of the damned. The lens pans across a map upon the wall, a tapestry of futile hope marked by crimson crosses. Grayson's trembling finger traces a circle of doom, labeled Birch Grove nitrogen monoxide radio signal. Behind him, the station's window reflects a sinister dance of shadows among the trees, invisible to mortal eyes when he turns to look. As dawn's sickly light threatens to break, our intrepid searchers venture forth into the accursed woods. Their body cams capture a first-person descent into madness, the audio crackling with the whispers of unseen specters. The forest stands unnaturally still, as if holding its breath in anticipation of the horrors to come. Officer Vasquez, her voice quavering with ill-concealed terror, gives voice to the unnatural. By all that is holy, why do the trees still cling to their autumnal raiment? It is November, yet the forest wears the garb of October's dying days. The camera tilts skyward, revealing a canopy thick with leaves that should long ago have surrendered to winter's embrace. A rustling above betrays movement just beyond mortal sight, as if some nameless thing skitters through the branches. Suddenly, a sound pierces the unnatural silence, a child's laughter echoing from the depths of the wood. The team stands frozen, their hearts pounding a frantic rhythm against their ribs. Grayson's radio erupts in a cacophony of static, from which emerges a voice distorted by otherworldly interference. Heed not the siren call of false illumination. The transmission dies, leaving our searchers to exchange glances fraught with unspoken dread. As they press onward, a flash of white catches the camera's unblinking eye. There, nestled against the gnarled roots of an ancient tree, lies a child's backpack, unmistakably belonging to young Emily Meyer. With trembling hands, Grayson unzips the bag, revealing a school notebook within. Upon its final page, scrawled in a hand driven to madness by unspeakable sights, are words that chill the soul. They wear the guise of men, yet their visages are stretched beyond reason. In that moment, as if by some fell sorcery, Vasquez's light flickers and fails. When it returns to life, the backpack has vanished, leaving in its wake a trail of small footprints leading deeper into the heart of darkness. Bare feet that should have succumbed to the biting frost, yet press onward with unholy purpose. The trees grow ever denser as our ill-fated party presses on, their trunks pale as bleached bone. The very air seems to resist their passage, the camera's lens struggling to capture the reality that unfolds before it. Their instruments of navigation fail, mocking them with a cryptic message: error, beyond the bounds of mortal reckoning. Grayson, his voice now a hoarse whisper, gives voice to the creeping horror that grips them all. These are no common birches. Their bark is smooth as flesh newly flayed. Vasquez, driven by some morbid compulsion, reaches out to touch the nearest trunk. She recoils with a cry of revulsion, for beneath her gloved hand, the tree pulsates with a life that should not be. A rhythmic thumping echoes through the grove, a heartbeat that belongs to no earthly creature. Then, amidst the gloom, a light appears. A soft golden glow flickers between the trees ahead, beckoning with false promise of salvation. The team, their judgment clouded by desperation, moves toward it. Their footsteps fall silent, as if the very ground beneath them hungers for sound. The camera zooms in, revealing a truth too terrible to comprehend. The light is no lantern, but a face, elongated beyond reason, its smile a rictus of inhuman glee. Eyes that should not be reflect the searcher's lights like those of some nocturnal beast. It blinks, and in that moment, reality itself seems to shudder and distort. What follows is a maelstrom of horror, glimpsed in fragments as the footage cuts in and out. Vasquez's screams pierce the night as unseen hands drag her into the undergrowth. A shadow possessed of too many limbs skitters up a tree with unnatural speed. Grayson's camera falls, capturing his futile struggle as he is lifted skyward by forces unseen. In the silence that follows, familiar voices call out from the darkness. The Meyer family, their tones subtly wrong, beckon from beyond the veil. Here. We are here. The abandoned camera, lying forgotten in the dirt, bears witness as figures emerge from the trees. Their proportions are a mockery of human form, their movements a jerky parody of life. They kneel, gathering up the discarded gear of the search party. One turns toward the lens, its face stretching into a smile that defies the laws of nature. Fear not. We shall aid in your search. The footage cuts to static, only to resume with security footage from the ranger station. Dawn's sickly light creeps through the windows as the door creaks open. Grayson stumbles inside, a pale shadow of his former self. His uniform hangs in tatters, his eyes unfocused and unseeing. With mechanical precision, he approaches the map and adds a new mark over the accursed Birch Grove. His hand lingers, then continues to move, the marker screeching as it etches inhuman symbols into the paper. The camera zooms in, revealing a spiral of crosses converging on a single, chilling phrase. They learn to wear our faces. Grayson turns to face the camera, his jaw unhinging with the sound of tearing flesh. The feed cuts to black, leaving only the echoes of unspeakable horror. In a final cruel twist of fate, a home video plays. The Meyer family, blissfully unaware of their impending doom, picnic beneath the birches mere months before their disappearance. The camera pans, capturing a tall, pale figure standing motionless among the trees. Its head is tilted at an unnatural angle, as if studying its prey with alien curiosity. The final frame freezes, and upon closer inspection, the creature's face bears an uncanny resemblance to Mr. Meyer himself. Scratched into very film are the words, "Found them," a chilling testament to the success of its unholy mimicry. And so, dear reader, I leave you with this tale of terror from the depths of the Birch Grove. Let it serve as a warning to those who adventure into the dark places of this world, where things that should not be await with hungry eyes and borrowed faces. For in the end, we may find that the true horror lies not in what lurks in the shadows, but in the realization that we ourselves may become the very monsters we fear.